What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into this video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do your first 3D print. This is pretty much going to be for beginners. I'm also going to be showing you guys how to properly level your bed, as well as where the filament should be going in, and as well as the digital device, some options that are obviously on there to show you guys or walk you guys through how to properly select what you need to be selecting to be able to get your first print going. So stick around this video, I'll be showing you guys everything. So here's the 3D printer. As you guys can see, I already have mine set up. I have a little cosmetic mods that I've already done to it, but again, it's still a 3D printer. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what's gonna be the first step when you're gonna be ready to go ahead and start printing something. So what you need to do first, once you've already assembled the whole 3D printer, you want to make sure that this is going to be leveled. But once you get it down, you should be good for a few prints. If you do move it or mess with these little knobs right here, obviously you would need to re-level your bed. But now that we're talking about the knobs, these little knobs right here are going to be what causes the bed to obviously go up and down. So if you twist it to your, what would be the left, going that way, what that's gonna do is gonna bring the knob down, which makes the bed go up. So if you twist the other way, which is towards the right, or going that way, if you twist this way, it's gonna make this knob go up, and as it goes up, obviously it squishes the bed down, so it brings the bed lower. There's gonna be 4 of these. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're gonna need a piece of paper. There's an extruder. The extruder is gonna be right there. That's where the filament comes out of. So that extruder needs to barely scratch the regular plain white paper, which I'll be showing you guys in a bit. Again, it'll just be one example, but you will need to do it to, what I do is I do it to this corner, that corner, and that corner. Try to move both of the knobs if you can at the same time. That way you don't have this, pretty much unequal balance every time. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that. You want to tighten these all the way up. Pretty much what you want to try to do is bring this down as low as possible. That way when you go to your auto home, this is going to go down and it won't damage your board right here. So again, put all 4 of them, go ahead and move them all the way up. Alright, so once you already went ahead and did all 4 knobs and rotated them all to the right side, and try to get this as far down as you can, your first thing is going to be to come to this home screen right here. You're gonna hit prepare. Once you hit prepare, you're gonna come to auto home. So once you hit auto home, you're gonna see your 3D printer start to position itself where it will do the first print. It's just going to what is called its auto home. So as you can see, it's going down. Alright, so if you guys can see, it still has some space in there. Once you do that, it's not going to let you move this, as you can see. So what you need to do is go back to the screen, hit disable stepper, and then now you can move the bed itself. Again, you can grab it from here. In my case, I already went ahead and 3D printed a little handle that you guys can do in the future as well. So once you're here, again, you want to have this pretty close, like so. Bring it to the back corner. In my case, again, I already kind of have it set up where it's going to be pretty close. Then you can move this as well. So you'll move this over, and then you want to check the other corner and bring it back around. So once you've done that, you will need a piece of paper just any plain white paper to go ahead and do your first print. So as you can see, this flows freely, right? So what you want to do is where it'll lightly scratch the paper. Okay guys, so just to show you, as you guys can see, the tip is right there. Again, it's in one of these corners. You should be able to slip the paper through, and as you guys can try to hear, I don't know if you can, but you can hear that it's scratching the piece of paper. It shouldn't leave any lines on your paper. If it does, that means that it's too close to the bed. It should just lightly, barely even be scratching your piece of paper. So once you go ahead and do that, again, do it to all four sides. Again, what I suggest is try using both of the knobs at the same time. That way you don't keep pushing it up, and you know, pretty much you have like a wobble going on the whole time. So once you go ahead and do that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next step. Alright guys, so once you went ahead and again leveled the bed with the plain white piece of paper, you're gonna be going on to your next step, which is gonna be to go ahead and preheat your PLA. But before we do that, obviously we have to insert the PLA, or the filament, it's what it's called. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this at an angle. You're gonna go ahead and feed it in through, there's a hole right there. That's gonna be the hole where you're gonna feed the filament through. So you're gonna go ahead and place it right in there. It's gonna go through, just to give you guys a better picture, it's gonna go through here. You can open this like so, and it pushes that out. So it's gonna go in through the second hole, which is gonna be in there, and it feeds it in through this line. So what you can do is hold this open and push the filament through. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so once the filament is through, in from the first to the second hole, in, you can already see it in the tube a little bit. You can hold this and push it in, but you can put the knob back in there, and again you can just twist it, and as you can see, it'll bring it in. So you want to go ahead and bring this in through the tube, obviously all the way down to there. So once you've already went ahead and put the filament through where it's supposed to go, let's go ahead and move into the next step, which is going to be preheat the bed itself, and it'll also preheat the extruder where the filament is going to be coming out through, which is a little nozzle. So just to let you guys know, the 3D printer itself already comes set to the temperatures that you want it to run at. You can later down the road mess with it, and obviously different filament could use different degrees, might be off by a few. You can run it to like 205, but ideally it comes set at 200. That's what I've been running it at, and I have had no problems. So let's go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. Preheat the PLA, which is going to be the filament itself. So again, you're going to move this down, you're going to go to preheat PLA and go ahead and click that. It'll kick off and it'll start heating up the bed itself, and as well as the extruder where the filament comes out of. It will reach the 200 degrees Celsius, and your bed will reach 60. So again, those are the settings that come with the 3D printer itself. That's what I recommend as well. Again, just for the first print that you're going to be doing. Alright, so now that your bed has reached the temperature that it needs to be at, you can now start your print, because now the extruder is ready to go ahead and start bringing out the filament at the right temperature. Your fans are going, your bed is already heated up, and it's all good to go. So next step is going to be to again, get a file or use one of the files that came with the 3D printer. So you're gonna hit back, you're gonna hit print, and this is where the prints are gonna be. So for example, I have this that came with the, I have this right here that came with the 3D printer. This is what you can use to download files or the STLs onto the SD card from your computer. You will need to use a program. The one I recommend is called Cura. That's what I've been using this whole time. You can download different files from Thingiverse. Those are all free. You can download those files. You're gonna need to put it onto Cura, slice it, and then you could put it into the SD card, which then your printer can read and print out whatever it is that you want to print. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that in a bit, but since I already have a file in here that I want to print, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Again, if this is your first print, this from the factory comes with, I believe, 3 prints already set in there that you can do just to test, you know, the way the printer works and all that. So again, you just go ahead and pull out the little SD card. You're gonna go ahead and put it in the little slot. So once you put it in there, you'll see that your files are now in there. Again, these are the files that I currently have in there, but for you it'll say, I think it's the cat or the dog, I don't remember which one it is, and 2 other ones, I believe. So you just go ahead and select one. For example, I'm just gonna go ahead and select this one. So click on it, and this is pretty much gonna tell you the process of your print. Here, just let it do its own thing. It's gonna start printing. If you have this leveled correctly, it should be printing everything the same. If by any chance the filament itself is getting tangled up or doing kind of like a spaghetti type of print, then obviously that's because it's not close enough. Okay, so if you guys can see, it's already doing the print all on its own. Again, this is pretty much going to tell you right here the progress of your print. For me right now, it's telling me that it's about 3 minutes in. After a while, it will tell you right here how much time you have left of your print. So once again, this is pretty much how you can go ahead and start printing. Alright, so that's how you do your first print. If you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know down below, and I'll try to get to answer any of them. Alright guys, so that will be it for this video. Again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know down below. But again, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you guys out. We'll see you on the next video.